Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chris, and of course, this is my channel, We Love Comics. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. And I just wanted to give an update on what's going on in the scenario here, because like some of my subscribers said, they've probably never heard me that upset before. It kind of makes me feel almost like when my house got robbed and they stole all my key issues. Here I was getting a comic for probably half of its value, and I was so proud that I got it such a great price. And you could see that the comic looks to be at least a 9.0, and you see by the packaging that it was bent, and there's no crease in it. But hopefully you could see by this image. It's kind of hard to see because I couldn't pause it at the right exact time, but there's now a bow in it. And when I contacted this seller, and his eBay is Game Paradise 199. And normally I wouldn't even badmouth somebody, but the responses I got from this person is unbelievable. So I just want to give the update to let you guys know what's going on. I originally, and that's why I made the video, just to have video proof. I sent him pictures of the damaged box. Then I showed him the link to the video to show that the comic bowed. And all I asked for was $59 for a partial refund so I can get it pressed. I don't think that's being unfair or unreasonable. And if you guys think honestly that is unreasonable, I want to hear from you guys. Leave a message in the comment section. I don't want it to be, well, you guys like me, so you're just going to agree. If you honestly think that me asking for a $59 partial refund for this person's neglect was truthfully unreasonable, I want to know. So I mean, I don't want to play favoritism here because my integrity is at stake, and I take a lot of pride in doing the right thing. Now, I tried to explain to this person, because this person obviously knows that I paid at least half of what this comic is worth. And he kept repeatedly saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'd never done this before. I package them like this all the time, which is pretty sad that he does that. But he said, all you have to do is I'll do the right thing. I'll be more than happy. Just send it back and I'll give you a refund. Well, of course he wants the refund because he could see in the video that there's not a crease. So like I want to do is I can get it pressed, and now he could turn around and sell it for probably double what I paid for it. So obviously he's trying to be like, oh, I'm going to do the right thing. I'll give you a full refund. Just send it back. Because he knows I paid so much less than what it's worth. And I explained to him several times that I don't want a full refund. I want to keep it. I just want a reasonable amount so I can get it pressed because it can be saved. And he tried to send me a message saying, oh, well, I want to see if there's a crease. And I explained to him that it doesn't have to have a crease to lose value. It got bent and now has a bow to it. So luckily it didn't break the colors, but it still has now, it's not laying flat. That does decrease the value of the comic book. So I asked for the partial refund, and he is adamant on only giving full refund so he can get the comic back, which I'm not going to do. So unfortunately, there are people out there that are unethical, that don't do business the right way, who basically lied, because he said to me, or she, I don't know, because I don't want to assume, but the person, the eBayer, Game Paradise 199, said, oh, this, I package them all the time like this, and this has never happened before. Well, I went on his rating system, which is like 99.8, and he has 3 neutrals and 1 negative. And the 1 negative talks about how his packaging basically sucked, and it got damaged, and they offered a full refund. So he lied about the fact that it's never happened before. He swears up and down. When I made the report on eBay, he's doing the whole, oh, I'm going to save face thing to eBay and saying, oh, well, we're very sorry, and we packaged it with cardboard. And I'm like, really? Cardboard that's about as thick as 4 pieces of paper? I mean, trust me, like I said, I don't want favoritism here. If you guys think I'm being over dramatic and you think that packaging was correct and he did the right thing, let me know. I'm not going to be mad if somebody says, well, Chris, you're being over dramatic and the packaging was right and it's unfair that you asked for a partial refund. I want honesty here. And you're not going to hurt my feelings if you're being honest. So I'm really upset about the fact that this comic got damaged. And this was a key issue that normally I could not afford. But because of the fact that I got it at such a cheap price, for me to send it back is utterly ridiculous. So he can get a full refund, so he could turn around and sell it for twice what I paid for it. I'm not about to have that happen. And, like I said, my passion for comics, hopefully you can hear it in my voice. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I have this channel. And for somebody to basically be that disrespectful and then thumbs down the video, and somebody else did it too, so obviously I've got some people that have nothing better to do. I mean, I really don't care, because one or two people that have a problem with it are not going to outweigh the hundreds of people who love what I do. So whoever did that just for spite or to think it's funny, whatever, that's a childish thing. I don't care. But I want people to know about people like this. And I think it's unethical, and I think I was being very reasonable. And again, I would love to hear your opinions on it. Don't pay favoritism. Please be honest. If you think I was being unreasonable or unfair, I would love to hear your comments. But when my comics got stolen, that gut-wrenching feeling came back when I saw that box. And to me, to most people, this is just a comic. It's just a nothing. But to me, this is a work of art. This is a piece of history. This has value. Just imagine if somebody took the Mona Lisa and put 2 pieces of thin cardboard around it and shipped it, and it got damaged. Now, obviously, this isn't as valuable as the Mona Lisa. But my point is, this is a piece of art. This is a piece of history. It has value. And it may not mean anything to someone else or the person that sold it, because if he cared about those things, he would have done the right thing, and he would have learned how to ship it. So I contacted eBay, and I talked to an eBay representative. First of all, eBay, it's so ridiculous trying to find just a simple thing like a phone number to contact them. I had to try 13 different searches before I can actually find a number to contact them, so I'm not happy about that. But the person that I spoke to said, I've been on eBay for almost 10 years. I've spent thousands of dollars. I have a 100% rating on my eBay channel. I use hundreds of examples, and they said, don't worry, we'll take care of it. So I'm not worried, because you know what? Karma will always find people. And that's why I try and do the right thing. I mean, you can't be perfect. Not everything is going to be done right, and mistakes can be made. But it's what you do with them that makes your integrity or defines you as a human being. Now, this seller, he thinks, oh, well, I'm not paying him $59. I sent the comic, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? I was willing. If he would have done the partial refund, I would have walked away. I wouldn't have even given him a negative or even a neutral rating. I would have just not rated him, not even mentioned it on his account so he can continue to sell, and went on my merry way. But because he wanted to do the wrong thing, now people are going to know about his channel, penny wise, dollar foolish. And I hope my subscribers who feel that I am in the right will let other people in the community know that there are people out there like that who just have no regard for a purchase, a sale, a customer, because the customer's always right. And I don't know how many times I had to explain to him that I don't want a refund. I don't want to give it back. I could fix it. Luckily, it wasn't damaged enough to where it was creased, because then I would have asked for a refund, because then it just totally devalues it. But the bowing of the comic still decreases its value, but it is repairable. So all I wanted was compensation for his mistake of the worst packaging I've seen. And from the comments I've seen in the other video, people are in agreement with me. So I don't think I was being unreasonable. I don't think I was being unfair. And now this person, the penny-wise, dollar-foolish person, who could have ended up just having a $59 learning lesson, is now hopefully going to have his business tainted from people who will not purchase from somebody like that. So, unfortunately, he's going to get what he gives. And he gave me the runaround.